I am a contractor. You bring me in to come and sign a contract to manage so and so job. I will not know the jurisdiction of whoever is seated there. When it is signed, I expect that the officers in charge of that assignment know that this one does that one does that, to manage the contractor.
You have waste management plants littered all over the country. Off the top of my head, I can mention the one at Lavender Hill. You have one at Ajin Kotoku. You have one in Kumasi. I believe you have one in the Bono region as well.
Every region.
Every region, including the Volta region. What do these waste management plants do? What are their scopes?
These are recycling companies, and I believe some of them have medical waste facility attached to them. Some of them also have wastewater treatment facility attached to them. And they are supposed, in fact, we came up with this concept because we realized that land was becoming very scarce, and it is supposed to happen that every municipality has an engineered landfill for waste management, and land is getting scarce.
Yeah.
For example, in the Accra area, all the MMDAs here do not have an engineered landfill. They all send their waste to a place called Adepa around in Sawam area, which is an engineered landfill established by Zoomlion.
What happened to Insumia?
All those places were dump sites.
Okay.
There were several dump sites, several of them. There were only a few engineered landfill sites in the country, and some of them have reached their limits. For example, the one at Tema, and the one at Tema was established for the Tema area, but because of this same land issue, Accra was dumping there, and it lived its time before its designed lifespan. So these waste management recycling plants are supposed to help so that we give fractions of the waste a second life, and then we get to put the residual at the landfill sites that we don't have already, so that their lifespans will live a longer time. So when we identified that the waste fractions had a higher organic component, we went into establishment of these plants so that we can produce compost as a second life to the organic waste. So we came up with the Accra compost plant, and then from there we established the Kumasi compost plant, which has also gotten a big wastewater treatment plant. And there was a call from many authorities, maybe traditional leaders, citizenry. So we moved into the establishment of the mini type of those plants in the regions also. So they are supposed to help manage the waste and recycle the recyclables, the fractions that can be taken to elsewhere. We do. For example, we collect the plastics, those that can be used here. I mean, those categorizations, I don't want to go into that for now, but the category of plastics that can be managed here, we pelletize them. We pelletize them and manufacture other useful products, like the waste bin, like buckets, like from them.
There are people who think that these investments have practically not been worth our while. For example, if you look at the ESLA spend, some of the money from ESLA went into supporting to build some of these waste plants. True? And were these loans or grants to your company? If they were loans, are you paying back? If they were grants, why do we have these waste plants littered across the country and we are not seeing them work at full capacity? So that, for example, for stuff like planting for food and jaws, for stuff like Feed Ghana and all those things, we'll get truckloads of organic fertilizer from Zoomlion. We are not seeing any organic fertilizer on the market. We are still importing organic fertilizer. But for a country that produces let's use the old data that was churned out, about 3,000 tons of waste per day, right? Of which 40% is organic. If we are processing these things, Ghana should not even be importing fertilizer. So if you're, that's what some watchers of the industry are saying, that these look like you just chance on an opportunity to take public funds to build factories that are not delivering the goods to Ghanaians. What do you say to that?
Well, if even there were public funds pushed into this, again, I will come back to supervision, because if there are authorities manning every aspect of this country, and if we have set up organizations that I'm working on your claim that public funds have been pushed into, who are the supervisors of these funds? Who are to make sure that the funds yield the results that they are supposed to yield? Now, I am a businessman. I may not even be an expert in the industry. And I find business and I'm doing. Somebody should put me in line and make sure that what is expected of me, the value for money, is given, because probably I am not even an expert in the field.
So based on